Well, you know, that's why I was kind of confused when I heard Kurt saying that Mary was pot girl. Because at that time, she was my girl. You supposed to say you had sex with people on camera? Anyway, whatever. I'm not quite sure, but...
Relations.
Yeah, we had relations. That's a good way.
It's Dirty Laundry Media on the check-in. Thanks for tuning in. If you haven't already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button and smash that like button for me, would you? Thank you. What's going on, Dirty Laundry family? Bill Money back in the building with an early morning drop for the YouTube Nation. Check it out. Ran across this interview on the Art of Dialogue. Shout out to the Art of Dialogue. Y'all go give Art of Dialogue a follow and hit the link in the description for the full interview. In this clip, we have Danny Boy of Death Row fame, former R&B singer, was signed to Death Row in their heyday, and at one time was the somewhat adoptive son or ward of Suge Knight, was very close to Suge Knight, and was around a lot of major events that took place during Death Row's heyday. You might remember Danny Boy from the Tupac song I Ain't Mad At Ya, singing on the hook. That was Danny Boy. So here we have Danny Boy describing the first time that he met Mary J. Blige in New York City during the famous Source Awards, where Suge Knight made his infamous victory speech, in which he implied that if rappers didn't want their managers all in the mix, come on over to Death Row. But you all know that story. So Danny Boy in this clip describes the first time he met Mary J. Blige, and which eventually turned into sexual tryst, and according to Danny Boy, it was ongoing. So you're hearing the clip, him describe the first time he met Mary and what happened from there at that point. And you know, this was a shocker. Danny Boy claims he was 15 or 16 at the time. I don't know if his timeline is completely accurate, but these are his words and his own story. This is going to be in his forthcoming book. I don't know the name of the book. I guess you guys can check that out if you're interested. So yeah, check out the clip and drop down in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Go ahead and smash that like button if you haven't already subscribed. Again, this is Bill Money signing off. Dirty Laundry Media. See you on the other side.
While you was in New York for the Source Awards, that's the first time you met Mary J. Blige and Puff Daddy baby mama Misa, right?
Yes.
Tell me about that.
Yeah, so I met after the award show, we went up to the room. I forgot what hotel that it was. But Suge would always have the biggest room in the damn building, the presidential suite. And I was in the room and Suge called me. He said, come upstairs for a minute. And my god brother was there with me. He said, come up by yourself. So when he said that, it's either it's another girl upstairs for me, or somebody probably finna get their ass whooped upstairs, something. I don't know what's going on. So I'm like, oh man, here we go. I get up to the room and it's a table full of girls sitting around the table. We drinking. And, you know, I'm kind of excited again. I'm from the west side of Chicago, and who doesn't look up to Mary J. Blige as, like, you know, one of the queens, you know, of that time. She's the queen of R&B at that time. At least I left for a little while. We was talking. I think I left out, and Suge called me back up to the room. He said, "Come back upstairs, man. Old girl want to see you." The fuck is old girl? I'm thinking one of the other girls. And Mary's sitting on the couch. So I know the girl that he in the bed with don't want me. So I went in. He closed the door and shit, and I sit down and I start talking to Mary. And the inside, I'm about to lose it because I'm actually sitting here talking to Mary. She's sitting on the couch and shit, and we ordered some food and some more drinks. And somebody knocked on the window, knocked on the door. She ran and kind of damn near jumped behind the couch hiding. But I'm looking like, what your problem is? And she, make sure that's not Kay. Kay. You know, and I'm like, oh, man, I don't care. You know, I'm talking to him. I don't care who he is. You ain't got to be running and jumping and did it. But she was actually talking about KC. And she laying on the couch. And I'm sitting on the other end. And she laid down on the couch and put her head in my lap. And we decided to go in the other room because it was a suite. We went in the other room and laid down. And she laid down with me and she kind of like backed up against me, and every time she back up against me, I would move away and shit, you know? And from that time, I had an opportunity to go out to New York and visit her a couple more times. But, you know, that's why I was kind of confused when I heard Kurt saying that Mary was pot girl. Because at that time, she was my girl. At that time, I'm 15, 16 years old, and she flying me in to see her. And you know what it is when a girl back up on you, you young and shit, and I'm trying to show her that she ain't phasing me. I'm hard as goddamn. She's backing up against me. This Mary J. Blige. And quite nicely, I mean, you know, I don't even know if you're supposed to say you had sex with people on camera? Anyway, whatever. I'm not quite sure, but
Relations.
Yeah, we had relations. That's a good way. That's a good way to put it.